freezer down at the Hawaiian restaurant. Like he says, it's a 2-door freezer, so let's get out there and check it out. We got the true 2-door freezer. Not happy. Oh yeah, she's packed out to the max. Oh yeah, look at this. Let's see what we got here on this thing. 22 ounces of 404A. Okay, so I was down here checking the time clock. It's in refrigeration mode, the green light. And I could smell it, burnt wires, and then I saw this. Bink. So I'm gonna kill power this thing before I go grabbing that. That's melted down madness. And the coil needs to clean out. And probably check both condenser fan motors, so let me kill power to this first. It is barbecue. Look at that. Let's get in here and see how we can clean this up. I'll just start like this. I just got my cutters. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that one right off there. Both plugs are shot. So I think I got a male cord cap and a female cord cap on my truck, and we're gonna hook something up to make it work to save all that product. There's our neutral. Look at this. And we got a hot and a ground, and that's it basically. My ground's just going right there to the case. Look. And it comes in with this one. Alright, let me go see what I got on the truck. I got to try and get this going so we can save the product. I got a handy box cover. I buy a bunch of like 8-foot extension cords, cheap ones. So you can chop them up and use them for things. So this one's going to be used for the female connector. I don't have just a female cord cap on my truck. I'm going to use this male cord cap and a fitting. You can always get the square plug from True later if you want. So I'm going to knock out this knockout here. I'm going to screw this plate on and then reattach everything. So I'll show you how that goes. So we can save the product that's in this freezer from melting. Okay, so we got the cord cap on, the compressor end, our cover, our 2-screw connector, or your Romex connector. Go ahead and strip this back. And go ahead and fish them in there. Gives you enough room to work with it. Take it all the way in. Now, if you leave it like this, it's not a good idea because you'll have a hard time getting the condensing unit out. But for saving product, this is just fine. Then just make up your wire connections. Let's go ahead and do that. So if you take the cord out a little bit, you can get it behind there so you can still get the condensing unit out. And I got some coil cleaner going on there. And I got to rinse this coil out. We're going to check our amp draw, and I got to tape up my wire nuts. Then we can see if there's anything else broken with the system. All right, just plugged it in. Let's see if it's alive. Sounds like it's running. I'm gonna have to check the condenser fan motors. My amp draw is at 11 amps. I'm right here. 11 and dropping. $10.9. Let's see if we can figure out what the run load is on this compressor here and check some stuff. I want to take a look at the outlet. The outlet grills in that condenser too. So I'm up and running. You only get so many times pulling these things in and out before the lines in the back kink. So instead of just pulling it out to get a visual on it right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the condensate pan out. I'm gonna go ahead and crawl in there and get my eyeballs on those condenser fan motors. And also the back of that screen will plug up. So a lot of times you want to get your brush in there and clean it off too. Okay, so after crawling back there and looking, we're running on one condenser fan. So I'm not going to call this a multiple offender. I'll call this one cause and effect. So I'll go ahead and re-unplug it, and we'll pull the condensing unit out, and I'll show you the dead condenser fan motor back there, and we'll have to change it out. So that's what made it over amp and burn up the plug. Not really a multiple offender. There it is. One ski, two ski. So let's get her out of there. We'll go ahead and unplug it. Let's get her ripped apart here. Okay, so I pulled the fan guard off. Yeah, this one's locked up to the max. Right here. But these little fan guards, they'll plug up, see? They require maintenance too, just like the coil does. It's a little heads up. So we'll get this guy out of there. So you guys see me using water a lot because to blow it out with nitro in the food prep area is no good. Yeah, I found out the hard way a couple times. Water makes a mess you can clean up without ruining food. That's the gist of it, why I always use the pump sprayer on the coils in there. You'll also notice the paper fan guard, the fan shroud is gone. It was just totally deteriorated. It might have been what took out that fan motor. Very possible. So I just ripped it out of there and got rid of it. And I think I'll cut a little piece of cardboard to put on the top to help pull the air through. When we're done, I'll get a little piece of cardboard and cut it, and I'll show you that. So I measured across the coil, it's 19 inches. Check this out. Pretty darn close. That's gonna be the new piece of cardboard. That box right there, it's just got cans in it. I'm gonna take it. Use the same clips that we're holding on the original one. And it's just to help pull the air through. So now we're ready to put it all back together and get her back up and running. All right, now we're all back together. Do a little cleanup. Where are we at here? Dropping on out. On our way down. Getting there.